Hello friends, this is Shifali Gidrawal and you're watching Consultees, and this is our specific video for the people who are non-residents in India and who want to come and start some kind of business in India. As you're aware that GST is going to be a reality very soon, and 1st July is the final date from which it will be applicable on every company, every business in India. For the non-residents who are wishing to start some kind of business in India, there are specific provisions in the GST, and in this special video we will cover all of those provisions, starting from the registration, that is the rules and responsibilities regarding registration, to the returns you are required to file in India. So first of all, the term itself is defined in the law, but it's a very practical kind of video, so we are not going to cover those kind of legal aspects into it. So as a non-resident, if you want to come to India and start some kind of business, the first thing is you will have to take registration. You will have to apply for registration at least 5 days prior to the start of your business activities in India. So first of all, what is the requirement? If you want to start a business activity, let's say after 5 days, you will have to apply for registration today itself. Second important thing is, if you want to start some kind of business in India and you are still a non-resident, that is very important thing. In case you have some kind of permanent establishment and permanent office or a place in India, in that case you will not fall in the category of a non-resident. Non-resident means a person who is going to do some kind of activity in India, but you don't have a kind of permanent establishment or a office or that kind of place in India. So first of all, you will have to take registration 5 days prior to start your business activity. The second condition is you will have to take an assessment of your expected tax liability during the period. Like initially you will be given a registration for 90 days or a lesser period if you opt for a lesser period, right? But maximum it can be for the 90 days. So once you apply for the registration, you will have to pay estimated amount of taxes which will be applicable on the business activities or business transactions you are going to do in India. So you will have to take an estimate of all of those transactions, and you will have to pay the tax in advance using a temporary reference number which will be created once you will file the application for registration. After that, your registration will be completed when you will make the payment of those things. What are the formalities related to registration? Because in India, the GST registration is based on the PAN, that is permanent account number, which is the taxation identification number for the income tax in India. But as a non-resident, you won't be having any kind of PAN in India. So they have divided the non-residents into two parts basically. The first of all, the non-residents which are individuals, that is human beings. So in that case, your passport will be required, because in that particular case you will have a passport. So your passport number will be required. You will have to give your passport number in your registration application. In case of the business entities, that is the business entities which can't have a kind of passport thing, for those entities their taxation identification number, in whatever law you are registered in a foreign country, like if you are registered in a US and you have some kind of taxation identification in that country, that number will be used for your registration in India. So in that particular case, you will provide that your taxation identification number for getting registration in India. So it was all about registration. The form which will be applicable for registration for the non-resident in India would be the GST REG09. So you will fill this form REG09. Its format is already available on our website. So you can just go to our website, that is www.consultees.com/resources. So we have all of the resources like forms and formats there, so you can easily find it. We will also provide you the link in the description of the video. The second important thing you people will be required in India will be the returns, what kind of return you will be required to file. So when you will be registered in India, first and very important thing for you is you won't be able to take benefit of any kind of input tax credit which is received on the purchases you have made from India. In other words, you will be able to take the credit of only those inputs which are imported from outside India. So if you will see the format of your return, you can see it now. So in the format of your return, the format of the return for a non-resident, the only requirement is of bill of supply, like there is no invoice number. because for the local purchases there will be an invoice, so you can't take the benefit of input tax credit on the local purchase. You will take the benefit only on imports. That's why there is only bill of entry. Bill of entry is mentioned there, so you will have to mention the number of bill of entry for the goods, and the same goods will be available for the input tax credit for you. So these were the basic provisions for a non-resident to come in India, to take registration, and then how to file their returns. Your registration period can be extended with further 90 days, but if you want to take registration for a period more than 180 days, that is 19 initial and 90 after that, then you will have to start a kind of permanent establishment in India, and only after that you will be able to continue your business. So these were the basic provisions related to the non-residents. So the people who are sitting abroad and planning to come and start some kind of business in India, these will be your responsibilities, and this will be the provisions which will be covered for you in respect of GST, that is goods and services tax. So these were the basic provisions for you all. Thank you so much for watching our video. Thanks.